Hi, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Today, my group will be present about our article. First of all, my name is Muhammad Zakir.
I'm Izzati Fatina.
I'm Nurul Atika.
We will talk about a few articles on news bulletin. First of all, current issue. As we all know, the current issue is about Bella, which is a Down syndrome kid, 13 years old kid. She have been abused by her babysitter at her house. From this article, as we all know, the Tunku Mahkota of Johor, which is TMJ, Tunku Ismail Sultan Ibrahim and Cik Puan Besar Khalidah, has to brief them to on status to abuse trial involving 13 years old kid Bella, a Down syndrome teenager. She said they have made offer by TMJ to provide the service of his lawyer for free to hold watching brief on behalf of the minister was helpful in effort to uphold justice for Bella, adding that the ministry welcomed the offer and would work closely with his lawyer. For analysis, subject verb agreement, Rina Harun is ready to request an audience with Tunku Mahkota of Johor, which is TMJ, and Cik Puan Besar to involve on Bella case between the victim, the opposite half of this case. For present perfect tense, she said the offer by TMJ have made by TMJ to provide the service of his lawyer for free to hold a watching brief on the behalf of the ministry was helpful in effort to uphold justice for Bella, adding that the ministry welcomed the offer and would work closely with his lawyer. TMJ has offered his lawyer to help about this case because this case have been in such a long term because hadn't been settled for quite a while. Next is past presenters. Expressing her gratitude for Rina also said that she was moved by the concern shown by TMJ and Cik Puan Besar Khalidah, who were following the trial and have been shown his human sense of this case. Tersejuk signal rumah bonda of his lawyer for founder Siti Bainon Ahmad Azali, which is the first suspect, is the brief on charge with the two count was helpful in neglecting and abusing the girl that justice for Bella result in the victim sustainably welcome work closely with physical and emotional injuries in a condominium in Bangsa Maju here between February and June in 2021 under section 31, which is punishable by maximum sentence of 20 years in prison or 50,000 ringgit fine or both. Now I will pass to next presenter.
So the second article, second section about crime. So despite Kelantan Police Commercial Crime Investigation Department Chief, Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Wazir Muhammad Yusof said the 57 years old victim lodged a police report after being defrauded by a Macau scam syndicate. A Kelantan assemblyman lost more over 84,000 ringgit lately. So the 57 years old victim filed a police report about 1 p.m. According to Kelantan Police Commercial Crime Investigation Department Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Wazir Muhammad Yusof. So the analysis, subject-verb agreement. The 57 years old victim filed a police report according to Kelantan Police Commercial Crime Investigation Department. The present perfect tense. The victim stated that he discovered his money was stolen the day before yesterday. So next, past perfect tense. The caller informed the victim that he owed 52,900 ringgit in back taxes and that he had deposit 200,000 ringgit to a corporate account. Transition signals. The case was being investigated for cheating under Section 420 of the Penal Code.
So the next article is about Jerusalem. Israeli faction have governing Kosher face a new split when Arab Israeli party REM suspend its membership after violence around the Flashpoint Jerusalem holy site that wounded 170 people over the weekend. As well known, there's a few conflict with Israel and Muslim, which in the country Pakistan. The government has an ideology displayed in the midst of left-wing heartland and Jewish nationalists and religious party, as well as RAM had already lost its resulting majority this month when a religious Jewish member quite a dispute over leaven bread distribution at the hospitals. For subject analysis, subject verb agreement, violence around a Flashpoint Jerusalem holy site that wounded 170 people over the weekend. There's a lot of people over the weekend because Israeli has attacked Jerusalem. Present perfect tense, the declaration came hour after more than 20 Palestinians and Israelis were wounded in incident in and around the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound known to Jews as the Temple of the Mount. For past perfect tense, the police said they had arrested 18 Palestinian and Public Security Minister Omar Bar-Lev said Israel would act strongly against anyone who dared toss terrorism against Israeli citizens. This statement have been given by the police because for me, Palestine doesn't do anything wrong. They just want to save their homes. But because of these terrorists, which is Israelis, attack their home, there will be few conflict over the years. The situation signal, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan in a call Sunday with Palestine President Mahmoud Abbas said he will make a contact with all sides to end the Israeli escalation. This statement have been said by Mahmoud Abbas, which is Palestine President, said that he will end all of these consequences for time being and have to end immediately. So the war should not be continue ever again. That's all for me, and I will pass to next presenter.
Section education. A university instructor who was caught on camera scolding her B40 student for not having a laptop has received a barrage of call apologizing. She should apologize to the public as well as to the student. This kind of word should not come for any scholar. Despite her good intention, the lecturer remarks again the B40 community were very much uncalled for. Next, analysis. Subject verb agreement. A university instructor who was caught on camera scolding her B40 student for not having a laptop has received a barrage of call apologizing. The professor was lecturing at the instruction on a volunteer basis and was not being compensated. Present perfect tense. Vice Chancellor of UiTM stated that the university had taken action against the instructor, but not that the incident occurred last semester. The next past perfect tense refer to a now viral video of a female lecturer scolding a student for using his cell phone to attend an online class by her. The section signal, which she considered essential for online classes and described that the student will be dropped out if he didn't have one. I will pass to next presentation.
So the section of entertainment, Ed Sheeran says he now films his songwriting session to try to avoid future copyright claims after winning a high-profile court case this week. The British singer-songwriter gave his first interview after a judge in London's High Court ruled on Wednesday that his smash hit Shape of You did not leave musical presses from another track. In an interview shown on BBC television on Friday, he said, "Now I just tap everything. Everything is on video." So the analysis, subject-verb agreement. He now films his songwriting sessions to try to avoid the present perfect tense. He, along with a few others, is credited with penning the song. So the past perfect tense, he just tapped everything. Everything is on video. Transition signals. Sheeran's lawyers have told the High Court that he and his co-writers have no memories of having heard the song of Why at the time.
Section sport. Shafiq Zuber, a latecomer who earned a surprise bronze medal in the SEA Games, debuted 2 years ago, will compete in a new taekwondo event in Hanoi next month in the hopes of winning gold. The 22 years old Shafiq, who advanced first through the ranks despite only starting the sport 6 years ago, will compete a kyogi in the welterweight category instead of his favorite flyweight division, and he believes he has a chance to win gold. Subject a verb agreement. Shafiq Zuber will compete in a new taekwondo event in Hanoi next month in the hope of winning gold. Present perfect tense. Shafiq Zuber, a latecomer who earned a surprise bronze medal in his SEA Games debut 2 years ago. Perfect tense. The 22 years old Shafiq who advanced first through the ranks despite only starting the sport 6 years ago. The section senior, however, based on Morian's skill and weakness, I have a higher chance of beating him. That's all.
Yes, so from us, thank you so much and have a very good evening.